Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down, ready, 25.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
I can't believe it. 51, Sam!
On third down, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Oh, little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Now the wolf. So don't say nothing. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
On second down, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
50.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, 59, ready. Smooth. You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Let's take it inside his own 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. Okay, hold on. Mike, 45. I got him.
On 1st down, Drake. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. There the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Here we go, here we go. And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58 is the Mike. Good trap, good trap. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, 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 kill.
From the shotgun, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Falcons 7.
On the double. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Yeah, you don't want none. Hey, let's go.
Murray now on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running right, Drake. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And now look at him go. The 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Coup able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we were...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Ryan, he's got Smith here.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. On second down, it's Drake. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Forced out to his left, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You ready? Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Jones has it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Murray now on first down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21.
Operating from the gun, Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm on. Got it.
Throwing again. Ryan. Complete to Jones. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Get up. Ready to go.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Olison. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Olison. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun. Ryan. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray, and he hits Drake. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. First down, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now from Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Now Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They begin with a run by Smith. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jordan Phillips, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They go play action now. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. From the gun, Murray. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. To throw again on second down. Murray, it's caught inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Ryan now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Ito Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Corey Peters there to bring him down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 51 yards for the win. It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Falcons, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.